Hey Slayers, and welcome to my review of Earthworm Jim for the Sega Genesis. So, I never gave this game a proper review. I have played it on live stream a few times, but I never actually gave it a proper review, so I'm going to do that now. So, Earthworm Jim for the Sega Genesis, what can I say about it? It's immediately better than the Super Nintendo version, and that's just a fact. We already know that. So, Earthworm Jim, this game came out in what, 1993, 94? One of those years, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it's one of those years, 92, 94. Oh, and make sure if you want to succeed in Earthworm Jim, you launch the cow. Just make sure you launch the cow. Like, the cow has to be launched for it to actually be, like, possible to beat this game with, like, maximum performance. I'm telling you, if you skip the cow and you get halfway down this game and you're wondering why you're dying so much, it's because you didn't launch the cow, I'm telling you. So, trust me, I know someone who didn't take the cow thing seriously, and look what happened to them. To this day, they still can't beat Earthworm Jim. So every time, make sure you launch the cow. So Earthworm Jim is like a run and gun platformer. I don't know what I would describe it as, a run and gun, or a platformer, or a run former, a plat and gun, something like that is how I would describe it. It's like a mix between the two. And it actually can be a blast. I'm playing trash, even though I'm using a controller. I'm still bad at the game. And I think it's just because my phone sucks and I don't get like maximum frames. This conveyor belt is hard to climb up even in the real game, so pay no attention to that. There is checkpoints, so that's good. So you have a health system, and that's represented by the orbs up in the top right, up in the top left corner, next to Jim's life counter. Yeah, so Jim, he's equipped with his power suit, and you have two main attacks. If you press B, C is to jump, B is to like take your own head and whip the enemies, which isn't really too effective. So this game is wants to be really slapstick comedy. That's how this game takes itself, and this is not a game that takes itself seriously at all. So you shouldn't really take it seriously. The game's basically like, how can, like, MTV from the 90s basically is the embodiment of this game, like Toe Jam and Earl type slapstick humor, and it's funny to me. So the objective of this game is, I forgot to say, you have to save that one girl, which I can't remember her name because this isn't a full playthrough and this is just a one-off review for Segaslayer Versus. But you have to save this girl, and I forgot what her name is, but that's pretty much the story. And Jim, he is equipped with, like I said, his power suit. He can jump. He has like a helicopter spin like Rayman, but it doesn't keep him in the air. It actually just it's kind of just a safer way to glide down. You have to do it by pressing C twice while in the air, and it's not really a worthwhile move to me. I almost never use it. I mean, yeah, I do use it sometimes, but I almost never use it. And one thing I could say about this game is, at least from my experience playing this game over the years, this game is hard. Okay? This game is hard. Oh, and I'm also going to say this right now, in case you are a Nintendo fan actually watching this. First off, get off my channel. This is a Sega channel. No, I'm joking. You're allowed to enjoy it. But second off, even though you may not like it, the Genesis version is actually the definitive version of this game. Not only just because it plays better, it sounds better, only because the Super Nintendo version suffers from the one thing every Super Nintendo game suffers from: slowdown, which makes this game a chore to play on there. And not only that, the game, if you don't know and you grew up with like the Super Nintendo version, the Super Nintendo version is actually missing content. Yes, Earthworm Jim was a game that always designed for the Genesis. It was always designed with the Genesis in mind as the primary console for it to be sold on. But the Super Nintendo port, it's missing levels. Also, this trash can boss, I don't actually finish him because, I couldn't do it. Okay, I couldn't do it. Don't question my skills at the game. Just don't do that. You're totally allowed to go down in the comments and call me trash. I don't care. This game is hard. It's hard, okay? He just literally one-cut me. Like, honestly, he came over there, hit me with the uppercut, and I have beat him. I know what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to really knock his projectiles back with, like, not the anvils, but the what are those things called? Record players? Yeah, record players. You're supposed to knock the record players back at him when they come falling down. But the thing is, you have to dodge them. And as far as I could tell, none of my attacks would hurt him besides those things. And there's also a final boss. There's also another boss here in the level, but I didn't get to him because this wasn't really supposed to be a long review. It was just a kind of a quick review I wanted to do, since you probably seen me play this game on stream and wanted to know my thoughts of it. The game is definitely, it is definitely fun, and I have come close to beat. I don't think I've ever beat Earthworm Jim, but I have come close to. See, you're supposed to knock the trombones back, but you're supposed to be like kind of close to him. I think I've played this game and beat this game on. I have played this game on a couple of devices, 360, the Xbox 360, and probably a couple, and officially, of course, a real Sega Genesis. And I haven't played the Super Nintendo version, but I have friends that own the Super Nintendo version, and they yeah, that version isn't too good. So don't play that version, okay? Play the Genesis version for the definitive experience. And I don't even think I think also the Genesis version has a cut level that didn't make it into the game. Or I know the Super Nintendo level is definitely, it might even be 2 levels the Super Nintendo version is missing. But the music all around, to me, just sounds, it was clearly designed for the Genesis in mind, like that gritty, like hard rock like feeling, that electronic feeling that you get from the Sega Genesis. Me personally, I'm biased, so I love that like type of Genesis twang. And Super Nintendo music can kind of irritate me after a little bit of a while, but you know, it is what it is. This version of Earthworm Jim is clearly probably the definitive version. It's the version I enjoy the most. Also, this game does feature continues, as you will see in a moment. Your ammo counter increases by itself, so you know, you just sit there and you wait a while and your ammo will go back up. I know, I've seen it enough. So there is continues in this game, and you get about 3 or something. But that's really my thoughts on like Earthworm Jim for the Sega Genesis. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. I hope you enjoy. I recommend you try it, and until next time, see you Slayers.